57, up near 60 this afternoon, though. So that ensures everything will be rain as it moves in. I'll let you know when it's going to get here hour by hour in 10 minutes.
All right, Jonathan, thank you. We've got some good news. That disabled tractor trailer that was right after the Fort McHenry tunnel, that has now been cleared. However, as you can see, there's a little bit of a backup out there that this incident caused. It's going to take some time to clear up, but fortunately, slowly but surely, some improvement.
If you feel sick, stay home. If you're starting to feel sick, don't go to work. Don't go to school.
I'm more confident than ever that we are bringing a whole of government approach. The president has directed the full resources of the federal government.
Health officials across the country, they're working to prevent a 2019 coronavirus outbreak here in the U.S. Nearly 90 people are sick in the United States, and 2 people have died from the disease in Washington state. Now, according to the Maryland Department of Health, 3 people are being tested for that coronavirus. 2 others have tested negative. Now, this morning, the state continues to work closely with federal and local partners.
Elijah Westbrook is live from the State Health Department in Baltimore with how the city and state are getting involved now. Elijah.
Yeah, good morning, Tom and Megan. Well, those efforts are continuing both on the city and state level. This comes as 3 people are being tested for the coronavirus. Just last week, Governor Hogan actually met with other state leaders to talk about this $10 million emergency plan aimed at combating the spread of the virus. They're also working with the Centers for Disease Control and local hospitals to take action if the illness spreads here in the state. Now, the Baltimore City Health Department says they've launched their incident command team to quickly identify those who should be treated for the coronavirus.
Here in Maryland, it's still a low level. However, we want to be prepared. We want to protect ourselves. We were talking about masks during the break. Do we think that having a mask is a good idea? As of right now, no, but preparation is always important.
Now, it's also recommended that you wash your hands frequently when coughing. Of course, cover your mouth and nose with a tissue or your sleeve, and avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth as much as possible. Well, live this morning from the State Health Department, I'm Elijah Westbrook.
All right, Elijah, thank you. Today will be a big day for the stock markets, as many wonder how the markets will respond this week. Last week, the Dow, the S&P, and NASDAQ, they all fell more than 10%. This was their biggest declines since October in more than a decade.
Now to another health alert in our area. Royal Caribbean says 82 people tested positive for influenza on a recent trip. They headed back to Baltimore. They were aboard the Grandeur of the Seas, sailing between February 8th and the 20th. The company says medical staff let the CDC know that guests and crew were placed in isolation. Now, officials say none of the patients met the requirements, though, to be tested for the coronavirus. Happening today, a hotly contested debate surrounding the Kerwin's commission plan. In Annapolis, a hearing is planned on the bill to expand the sales tax to help pay for that 10-year education overhaul.
Rachel Aragon live outside the State House with why some are set to rally this morning. Rachel.
Well, Tom, Megan, several groups, as you know, have already spoken out against this tax bill, including some realtors who say if this bill passes, it would hurt their business as well as homeowners. Now, several realtors plan to rally outside the State House today against this tax bill, but we know to fully fund the 10-year Kerwin plan, right now lawmakers are currently considering a bill that would cut the state's sales tax from 6% to 5%, but expand it to certain professional services like beauty shops, nail salons, and real estate. Now, some local realtors say the real estate transaction is already highly taxed, and the proposed Kerwin funding bill would hurt their profession even more, including home buyers, while others say realtors would benefit from this tax bill. The legislature right now is also set to have a hearing on the tax bill at noon today.
Looking forward to it. We're going to hear a lot of input from a lot of stakeholders. One of the things I love best about the legislature, it's very much a democratic process, so we look forward to hearing people's opinions on the bill.
The first 3 years of this 10-year plan would cost the state a total of $32 billion. We already know the first 3 years of this plan has already been funded by $1.1 billion. The current plan overall calls for higher pay for teachers and expanded programs for students. And again, the House Ways and Means Committee planning to have that hearing on that tax bill here at Annapolis at noon today. Reporting